What do you do when you are waiting for your manifestation to show up or for your 3D to change or for evidence to be present in your reality that you are receiving your manifestation, that it's unfolding? I get asked this pretty much every call with a client. And so we're going to dig into this today. Hi, my name is Gabi. I'm a master NLP practitioner, a law of assumption coach, and EFT coach here at Create Your Future. And thank you so much for joining me today, this Thursday, as we dive deep into the law of assumption to figure out how to make it work for you in your life. We are currently offering a free video and course on how to identify and get rid of your blocks. You can find that in the description box below. And also, I am currently offering my Limitless Love SP meditation for all of you out there who are looking to move into the alpha state and really deeply connect with that true version of you who has the most desirable relationship you could ever fathom with your SP. I can tell you I've received so many success stories from clients that have purchased this Limitless Love SP meditation, from clients that are looking to get back together with their SP, clients who are looking for brand new SPs, clients who are just looking to fall more in love with themselves, and clients who are just looking to really improve their own manifestation process. So go ahead and check that out in the description box below. Also, I am available for one-on-one coaching if you are looking for more support and individualized attention to help you get a plan together to manifest your desires. Okay, let's dig into this week's video. Specifically, what do you do when you are waiting for your manifestation to unfold, when you are waiting for your 3D to change, when you are looking for evidence or you're looking at 3D circumstances? Well, first things first, if you are waiting, we really need to change your approach, okay? So you're probably going, whoa, Gabi, hold on. I'm doing all the work. I'm doing my mental diet. I'm doing my techniques. I'm really doing the work here. But why are you telling me I need to change something? Well, if you are waiting for your manifestation to unfold, that means you are identifying as the version of you who does not have it. And we all know manifestation is not what we want so much as it is who we are being. So that is what we manifest into our lives. What we decide is real or true for us, what we accept as being who we are, what we identify with as being who we are, is what manifests into our life. Now, you may be sitting here going, okay, well, hold on. I'm telling myself I have this desire. I'm telling myself I'm the version of me that has my desire. Yes, you may be doing that. But when you are recognizing that you are waiting, you are recognizing the impatience of your human side. You are also identifying with the version of you who is in lack, the version of you who does not have your desire. Okay. So that is a really big key takeaway here. When you are identifying as the version of you who does not have your desire, what are you accepting to be true for you in that moment? That you do not have your desire. Okay. So the key to this, the key to quote, not wait, is to really maintain that mental diet and really lean into being the version of you who has your desire. Now, manifestation, mental rehearsal, visualization, intention setting, all of this has been around for centuries. As a matter of fact, Michael Jordan used to say that it was just as important to go to the physical gym as it was to go to the mental gym. Kobe Bryant literally has said that he has always visualized 100% the ball going into the basketball net, making that score every time he shoots that basketball. So this is something that really does hold true in sports psychology. It holds true in manifestational, mindset transformational coaching. It also holds true in quantum physics. We know that this is something that holds true, the observer effect, right? Many of you may have heard about the study that was done about talking to water and talking to plants, right? Those cups of water in those individual plants that received positive reinforcement, positive words, really were being told, hey, you're going to grow beautiful and big and tall. You are so beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. All of those things we actually receive or have observed in scientific studies, positive feedback, positive results from that. Okay. So it is just a matter of you changing your mindset. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about this. I receive so many calls with clients that are literally in this stage. They've done the work. We've identified the news story. We've really identified the pieces of resistance or fear or doubt that have been blocking them or have been really preventing them from flipping their mindset or changing their mindset to be the version of them who has their desire, right? We've identified those pieces. We've moved forward. We've created a new plan. They are now working that plan. They are now really being on top of their mental diet. They are now really focusing on really asking themselves throughout the day, okay, who am I being? Am I identifying as the version of me who has my desire, or am I not? And then yet we still are having discussions around, well, why isn't it here yet? This hasn't shown up in my 3D yet. I saw this, but could that potentially mean that it's coming my way? Does that mean my manifestation is unfolding? We'll get to that component in a minute. But what I really want to highlight and illustrate here is that when you are putting your awareness on your desire not being here yet, right? When you're identifying that, when you're putting your awareness on that, then that is what you manifest more of. We manifest what our awareness is on. Neville Goddard says this: you identify with who you are being by looking at your awareness, right? So what are you aware of in your reality? What are you aware of happening in your reality or not happening in your reality? Who are you aware of being in your reality, right? And when you start finding yourself asking yourself those questions around, why isn't it here yet? I know I'm doing the work. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Why does so-and-so get their desire and I'm still over here trying to get my desire? When you're asking those questions, you are actually then identifying as the version of you who doesn't have it, doesn't have your desire. And so as you begin to identify more and more with that version, meaning as you begin to ask yourself those questions, you now start to answer yourself, and like thoughts are now starting to build on top of like thoughts, and you end up being in a headspace where you are literally recreating, reselecting, and manifesting the consistent lack of your desire. Okay, so how do we change this? Well, it's really a matter of your mental diet and who are you identifying as, or who are you being, right? At this point, you can use any technique that you feel more comfortable with. You know, there's so many out there. Again, remember, techniques are used to move your mind into the space of who you are with that desire. So you use your technique, you use your mental diet, meaning every time you think about not having it, you say to yourself, whoa, hold on. Who am I being right now? I'm sitting here telling myself I don't have it. Well, wait a minute. If I had it, would I be even saying that? Would I even be identifying as the person that doesn't have it? Would I be identifying as the Gabi who's sitting here waiting, saying, oh my gosh, it's taking so long? No, if I have my desire, I'd be sitting here saying, man, that was easy. That was so simple. That was the easiest thing I've ever done. That was the easiest thing I've ever manifested. I can't believe it's here already. Oh my gosh, this is so great. And then you've already moved on, right? You've already moved on to your next manifestation, because that's normally what happens with us. We identify a desire, we start to work towards that desire, we manifest that desire, and then we move on to the next stage, right? The next desire, the next big thing, because we are reality generators and we are constantly selecting our experience. We are constantly going back to that multiversal vending machine and selecting the next manifestation to come into our 3D world. Okay. So as we're talking about you using techniques and mental diet to identify who you are being in that moment, once you recognize that you are now, as you move through your technique, as you move through your mental diet, as you move through your new story, you are now recognizing yourself as the person who has it, then your awareness is taken away, or your thoughts or your mind shifts from, where is it? Why is it taking so long? To, it's already done. I already have this. And this is really that moment where you may hear a lot of people talk about detaching. You no longer feel within you this need to have that because you've already fulfilled yourself within. Okay. This is already that wish fulfilled state. You've already fulfilled yourself. You've already decided, this is who I am. This is what I have. This is what is true for me. This is what is real for me. And if at any moment you begin finding yourself starting to ask yourself again, well, where is it? Why isn't it here yet? You go through that same process again and you re-identify as the version of you who already has your desire. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about very briefly is I want to share how this can show up in your reality. Okay. And I'm going to share a client story. This is a success story, but it's also a little bit of back information so you have some context, okay? I have a client who I've been working with for quite a long time who is working on her relationship with her SP. She and her SP are together, but her SP has some qualities that she's not really a huge fan of as far as a personality type. And so she is doing wonderful work. You know, every time we talk, she tells me all these successes that she's had in this massive movement, and her SP showing up very differently than they have before. And this last session that we had, she was sharing with me how frustrated she was with her SP because her SP showed movement and literally like showed up the way that she has been intending, that she has been identifying with, and then immediately reversed back to the old version of themselves. And she really was frustrated. She wanted to know what was going on. Why was this happening? So we talk through her thought patterns. We talk through, okay, talk to me about how you felt and what you were thinking when you saw the new version of your SP, when you saw those behavioral changes that you wanted. What were you thinking? And she talked to me about that. She shared, you know, she was happy, she was elated, she was feeling like, oh my gosh, this is it, we're turning the corner. And, you know, it's not going to be like this anymore. They're never going to return to the version of them that they were. You know, I remember when they were like this, and we've done 5.5 years of this cycle, etc. And so I said, well, stop. Hold on. So you were thinking about your SP as they were before versus now in that sense. And she said, yes. And I said, okay, what other thoughts were coming up with you as you were thinking, oh, this isn't going to be like it has been for the last 5.5 years. This is a new cycle. This is a new start, etc. I said, what else were you thinking? And we dug in, and she realized she was thinking, when's the other shoe going to drop? You know, when is this going to revert back? When is my partner going to show up like they always have? Because it's always happened that way. And she selected that experience, and immediately her partner showed up that way, in the way that she didn't desire. So when we talk through, okay, how do we stay in that state, and how do we keep those thoughts and that impatience from coming to the forefront? So we talk through some things that work for her. She is really big on affirming and mental diet, right? Those are her things. So those are her techniques. Those are her preferred techniques. We talk through how to utilize that. We came up with some new affirmations for her. But we also gave her something to help with the impatience that comes between the unfolding, right? Between the I've selected this experience and it's now unfolded in my reality. So that duration, that window, as you're beginning to move to the version of you who already has your desire, right? You make the selection, right? You go to the multiversal vending machine and you make the selection, however you decide to do that. You desire, I want this, or I want this person, or I want this job, or I want this amount of money, right? You make your selection. Okay. And then you start doing the work. You do the work to move you to the version of you who already has that desire. Okay. You do the work through any type of intention. You do the work through any type of technique. You do the work through any type of mental diet, however you prefer to do the work. However it gets you from this is what I want to I already have this because of who I am, right? That in-between stage. And when you start looking at that in-between stage and you start wondering, where is it? Why isn't it here yet? I want to manifest it instantaneously, etc. Instantaneously in the 3D. Let me clarify that. Because as soon as you select, it's already instantly done because creation is already finished. So the selection is you actually choosing that for yourself and it's already yours. Just like if you were to go to the library and check out a book. You go to the library, you grab that book, the librarian scans it, boom, that's your book. Make sense? Same thing, okay? Selection, it's yours, okay? So for it to show up in the 3D, that time span difference, when you start looking at the time span difference, how do you get through that, right? And her thing was, she was like, this should be happening instantaneously in my 3D, instantaneously in my 3D. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you feeling pressure or are you feeling disappointment from telling yourself it should happen instantaneously and then it showing up the way it is? Are you feeling pressure and disappointment in that sense? And she said, yes. She said, I'm actually struggling and telling myself that I can't do this because it's not showing up instantaneously. So I said, let's take the pressure off of you. Okay. Let's recognize that in the 5D, instantly you have this. Okay. For it to show up in the 3D, we've got to work on a couple of things. The first one is recognizing the 3D and the awareness that you're putting on it, right? That's the very first thing, okay? The second thing is taking that pressure off of you and recognizing that your selection in this now moment is what changes your next now moment, okay? So you can view that as what I'm intending today changes my tomorrow. What I'm selecting right now changes my next now moment, okay? What I am deciding is mine and who I am now is what is unfolding into my 3D next, okay? Whichever one of those or any variation or your own individualized variation of that will help to alleviate that anxiousness around that impatience. Knowing that once you've made that selection, it's already yours. You don't have to mess with the 3D. You don't have to change or manipulate the 3D. And I've talked about this in many of my videos and talked about Neville specifically saying that doesn't have to take place. You just have to return frequently to the state of the wish fulfilled. That one belief that you have to have is that you are your own reality generator. You are the only person that can select experiences. You are the only individualized consciousness that can select experiences in your reality. Period. End of story. Once you've made that selection, it must unfold. It must. Now, for it to unfold, you've got to accept it as true. That's it. It's really as simple as that. So what do you do while you are being impatient or waiting on the 3D to change? It's very simple. You remind yourself of who you are as the version of you who has your desire. All right, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you do have a video topic or video idea, please go ahead and leave that in the in the comment section down below. And I will see you all next week. Bye.